Hello, I just wanted to introduce you to Fiber Natura's Unity or Unity Beyond because you can capture on video things that a still photo just can't show. So the Unity are all the solid colors. You can see that it's kind of a slight boucle yarn because of the way the smaller plies twisted around the fuzzier part, but it is definitely a thick and thin yarn, but very subtle. It doesn't really, the difference between the thick parts and the thin parts is not very drastic. And then the Unity Beyond are the multicolored, the paints. When they dye this yarn, they use one of two methods. They either spray the dye on, and you can see that one ply on one side is white or undyed, and the other side has this blue in this case. So that is either sprayed on or it goes under a series of rollers that have the dye on them. And then that's what creates the variegated dye. Okay, but more importantly, what I wanted to show you, this is the Adobe colorway, and this is called Coral Wash. This yarn has 36 wool, 28 cotton, 18% linen, and 18% bamboo. The linen and the bamboo are very important for giving this yarn its drape, and the wool is very important for giving it its elasticity and helping it once you block it. But if you look at this simple garter stitch swatch, you can just see that the moment I remove my hand, it drapes. So this is it's as if it were silk. It's very luxurious, but it's the linen and the bamboo that create that. Now this block, this swatch, I did do a full soaked wet block, and when I pinned it down, I didn't really pin it and stretch it aggressively. I just laid it flat and then pinned it so that it would kind of hold its shape. Anyway, the wet block completely relaxed the stitches, but the drape was there before the blocking. Here is a stockinette swatch, and you can definitely see the thick and thin sections a little bit better. But this piece has also been blocked. Before blocking, the unevenness and the differences in the texture was a lot more dramatic, but the blocking relaxed the stitches quite a bit. What I did after I soaked it is I pulled it aggressively like this, vertically, and then I laid it flat and pinned it out and just kind of stretched out the edges to give it a more parallel lines and shapings. And that really, it changed the row gauge quite a bit, but I wanted it to be stretched this way because once it's in the garment, gravity is going to pull it down this way, so I wanted row gauge to reflect that gravity pull.